Hello, everyone. This is Rodney with the Power On Network, and our new name, of course, now is Power On Xpress. Since we just did an acquisition, all sorts of great things are happening. But I want to jump right into how to navigate through the back office. So once you have joined up, purchased your power plan with the Power On Xpress, this is what your back office looks like. And so I want to jump right into this and really explain some of the features back here and how to navigate around and to do some of the things that we can do. The first thing I want to explain is this front area here. I'm not going to get into all the details, but these are different accounts. This XEU account is the account. It's basically units, and for compliancy purposes, we use XE units as a way for exchange between all the products that we will be selling that are coming out, and the weekly rewards that we will be receiving based on the number of coins that you have. So here at the top, the 10,000 XEC, which is XeCoins in this Power On program. So if I was going to get 1.5% weekly reward by next week, then you would see an additional 150 coins here that are added. But instead of them being added here, they actually come over into this area here. Okay, and so so just a little bit about that. Your current account is the account in when you make commissions. 60 percentile will go into the current account. Everything is in euros, just to keep things simple. They just picked euros. The 40% is when you make a commission will go into your reserve account. And as you can see that there's monies in there, and everything in the reserve account is what you use to be able to purchase more additional XE coins. And so that's all that this is used for. But it's a great thing that the company did, because every person that joins the Power On network is basically putting money back into the XE coin, which keeps the coin steady and growing in value. And so this current account, you can use those monies whatever you choose to use them for. You can actually purchase a higher power plan. So if you start off with power plan 1, you can, if you got enough money in there, you can go and purchase a power plan 2. You can actually take these monies here and bring them over into your Power On wallet, which is the processor. And I'm not going to get into all those details as of right now. Team left is how many people that you have on your left. As you can see, I got 238 at this point. The group sales is the points that you receive. So you get points off of the different power plans that people purchase. So if you purchase a power plan 1, you would get 100 points. So if you purchase a power plan 2, then you get 350 points, and then you just go up and up and up. But that's where you will see your group sales on your left, and then on your right you'll see the same thing over here, the number of people that you have in your downline there, the total group sales that you have, and then of course each week when you get paid on the weaker leg. So if it was right now, I would get paid depending on, if you look at the compensation plan, I would get paid on this weaker leg. I'm not going to go into that as well, just because that's a whole other conversation. Personally sponsored. These are the people that I've sponsored down here. This is the total number of points that I've got from personally sponsoring those people. The weekly team bonus. This is based on the infinity matching bonus that we get. It's also the binary compensation or the dual bonus. All those monies go in here. So this is what I got the past week. This is the total amount of money that I've received so far. And then so when I got paid this week, $128, that $128 got split up between these two accounts up here. 60% went over here, 40% went over here. Down below here, it's just the number of members that we have. We're getting ready to go over 19,000 here very soon in a very short period of time. But enough with that. Some of the other features, and I'm going to go through these tabs with you, but the first one I want to point out is that at any time that you guys have any issues and you need to be in contact with our corporate office, which is over in Singapore, you would come under support and click submit a ticket. When you come in, you'll click this. It'll switch you over to this next screen. And then you're going to put in the department that you want. So any of these, support, sales, finance, KYC questions, so questions that you would have as far as banking information, anything revolving around the wallet, you can also ask them as well. Resetting your security and your PIN or your pass, or just click other. Underneath that, you would type in the message. If you want to have attach any documents, you could do that as well. You would click submit. And once you do, you can look at your support tickets, because it'll come up under my support tickets, which will come up here. Of course, I don't have any support tickets at this time, but if it did, it would show them here. You can log out right here, or you can actually come up and click on your icon and it will go to my profile or log out. Okay. Under your general tab, you have the latest news from the company, any press releases, and under documents, the documents is anything as far as the affiliate agreements, rules, regulations, policies. You will want to read this so you understand fully of what you can do and what you can't do or shouldn't do to get, make sure that we're not doing anything incorrectly. Under profile, one of the first things that you're going to want to do once you set up your account, or anybody for that matter, is one, you always want to have people activate their account. So you have to have them get into the back office. Once they're able to get into the back office, that means their account is activated. The first thing they want to do is go under personal details. When you click on personal details, you're going to want to fill out as much information as possible about personal details that you can. On the shipping side, if you're here in the United States, you can click United States. On the other side, which I'm not going to get into because nobody really needs to see my personal details. But on the left side, it'll have more address information. And for people in the United States, for the time being, we're happen to choose Canada. And so that's just what we're doing as of right now. It will change here relatively soon. You can change your password. You can change your security PIN. So guys, you want to make certain that you save your password and security PIN. So anytime you make any significant changes, this security PIN is an extra security measure to make certain that people can, even if they got your password, they would need that PIN as well in order to change or do anything with your account. So you can change that. So just be aware that you're going to need to make sure you keep those under your hat. Under My Wallet, you have the Power On Wallet. The Power On Wallet is the processing company, which is through Ole Pay, which if you go to poweronwallet.com, you can set it up, or if you want, you can just click on this tab really quick, and it will actually take you over to there. So this is where, hey, I want to log into my Power On Wallet, or I want to register on my Power On Wallet. You can do so at that time. You're going to need to set your Power On Wallet up information, get, whether it's your bank account, credit, debit cards in there. You want to go in there and make certain that the information that is on your state IDs, your driver's license, your passport, whatever you're going to be pulling into the Power On Wallet is the same as that's on those IDs, and you want to make sure that they match in your wallet as well as here in your back office. Because just like you go into a bank, they're going to want that first and last name and information all to match up. So just want to make sure you guys understand that. The Easy Pay is for people just in Europe, okay? So eventually people who have Easy Pay will be able to withdraw to Easy Pay. People who have the Power On Wallet will eventually be able to take any of their commissions, which I showed you at the beginning, that 60-40 split. You'll be able to take that money and pull it into your wallet. Once it goes into your Power On Wallet, then the company from the Power On Wallet will actually give you a MasterCard, either virtually or send you one in the mail, and then you can use that card, and with the money that you've earned, you can go and spend it anywhere you want. You can cash it out wherever you're at in the world. You can take it into your bank and get money off of it. You can make purchases from retail, so forth and so on. You can also be able to withdraw to Bitcoin. That function is not available as of right now, but they're going to be setting that up here very soon. The transaction history, if you want, you can go in under transaction history and look up the transactions that have occurred for you as far as your compensation plans, how many coins, those types of things. So if you want, you can come back here. You can see where money's been transferred out. You can see where you've gotten matching bonuses and binary compensations and all sorts of different things. You can click on any of these to be able to get specific for each type of transaction that has occurred. You can look into, this is what's in your current account. This is the money that's in your reserve account. And once you click this, then of course it's going to tell you the money that is in your reserve account as well. If you want to look up the number of XEUs that you have, which if you remember what was on my dashboard, there's no XEUs or units, XE units as of right now. You want to look at your binary points, you can click on that. It tells you how many you have in your left and your right leg. Very simple stuff. Plus it goes through and it tells you information about that underneath here. The last thing is that if you want to transfer to a member, which means that you want to transfer money out of your current account. So if I wanted to, I could pick somebody. I'd have to know their username. Okay, so you can't put in a bad username. You put their username in. So if I wanted to transfer $53.73, I would put that down here. I would put in my security PIN. I would click transfer, and boom, instantaneously it goes from your back office into their current account wallet in their back office. And again, I'll show you that up here on the dashboard. And so that money would instantly be transferred. Mine would go to zero. Theirs would go up $53.78. So again, understand the current account is your commissions, the money that you've earned that you can transfer and use out once you transfer it over, whether it's Bitcoin or into your Power On wallet. Your reserve account is just to purchase the XeCoin itself. Power On program, okay? The Power On program, you can get a summary. I'm not going to get into that. You can click on that yourself. You can do a program deposit. This is a new feature. The program deposit right here is when you get XEU coins here, you want to transfer them when you are ready. Like, let's say that you had a bunch of coins or units over here, you want to transfer it into coins. That's what you would do, transferring from units to coins. And what's the benefit of that? Well, when you're ready to sell any of your coins, which you can sell 10% once a month, okay, and you want to do so, you can switch those over from XEU to XEC. And then we don't have the functionality right now to sell the coins as of right now, because we are getting set up through Ethereum, which if you guys want to look up Ethereum, another credible company that we have partnered with. Ethereum is our new blockchain for the XeCoin, which brings a lot more security, brings a lot more credibility, because Ethereum is one of the best blockchains in the entire world. Okay, let me see here. Transaction history, again, you can look at that yourself. The Power Shop. So if you come in and you want to purchase a power plan, as of right now, until things get squared away with the Power On wallet to where we can put money in our Power On wallet and then bring them into our back office, which of course this is your back office, until that is set, which should be any day now, if you want to purchase a power plan, you actually have to do a wire transfer as of right now. So if you were to purchase, well, let's say that you had enough money in here and you wanted to purchase a power plan too. So we would go under power plans. And once we get into this next screen, and you would scroll down. Now, of course, I don't have that availability to me, but you would pick the power plan that you want. So you click I agree to terms, proceed to checkout. I'm picking a Power Plan 6, but we'll just say it's a 6 that we're trying to purchase, okay? So as of right now, I only have $53.78 euros. It's insufficient balance. Of course, that's what's going to say. So this is the price of it. So I would say, well, if you did have the money in there, you would instantly be able to purchase that Power Plan 6, and then you would instantly be able to get those coins into your back office. Being that we don't, you would need to click deposit funds, because we would have to do a wire transfer at this time. So once that happens, it's going to bring up this screen. you're going to want to remember this transaction ID number. This is a number that you have to put in the notes section when you're doing the wire transfer when you go to your bank. So it's very important that you read the instructions carefully and follow it to the letter. Very important. So right now we're in a pending status. There's a fee associated with this. So it was $20,099, but there's a $10 fee associated with that. But you want to print the instructions. So you're going to click this button, open it up, print it off, okay? And I'll show you what this looks like here in just a second. So it's popping up on the screen now. So this is what it looks like. You're going to want to print this off or at least take a picture of it with your cell phone and be able to bring it into the bank, because you're going to want to do exactly as instructed. Remember I was talking about that transaction ID? Well, it's right down here, and it says note to beneficiary receiver. So when the bank sends over the wire transfer, in the notes section, which they do have, you want to tell them to put this number with the W, purchase digital online package, okay? Also, and it even says it up here, please make sure the reference ID is sent as a note to the receiver so we can find your transfer. Guys, without this number right here, they can't find out who to send the money to, you know, because you are a specific person with a username in your back office. They can't send that money unless they know who to send it to, okay? So that's why it's important. Also, when you get to the bank, you have to make certain that you tell them, hey, this is how many euros that it's costing me. I need to know what the exchange rate is for United States dollar if you're doing it here in the United States. If you're doing it somewhere else, you need to find out from your bank what the currency exchange rate is and then send that amount, not this amount. If you're in Europe, hey, you're set, you're fine, you're good, okay? You're also going to provide them with this SWIFT code. You're going to provide them with this Euro account number, the bank information. It's all here, crystal clear, black and white. Very simple stuff. Print this off, take a picture of it, go into your bank, do as I just instructed. After that point, what's going to happen is that they're going to wire it. It should take up to 7 days, possibly, which it says right down here. Process may take up to 7 days. A lot of times it's really quick, depending on who you're going through. The wire will go through, and then what will happen is you will come back to your dashboard and check it each day, and then eventually those euros or that money that you're wiring will get transferred over and into your back office, and of course they're going to come in as euros because that's what we're dealing with. When you see that money in your back office and you should have enough money, okay, then you can come back up to PowerShop, click on Power Plan, and then go down and purchase the original Power Plan package that you were wanting, okay? Now, that's how it all works. Now, buy a power voucher. Well, what's the difference, Rodney? Well, let's say that you want to buy a power voucher and somebody wants to pay you with a check or PayPal or some form, and then you can get them this Power Plan voucher and get them set up in your downline. Well, this is how you do that. You go into Buy Power Vouchers, which I'm going to show you. You're going to come down here and you're going to pick your voucher, okay? There's different vouchers. You pick the one that you want. Let's say a Power Plan 3. You put in the number 1 because you're saying, I want one Power Plan 3 voucher. You click I agree to terms, proceed to checkout. And of course, it's going to tell me that I don't have the proper funds. I have insufficient funds, okay? But if you did have enough money in your back dashboard, then you would be able to purchase, okay? So again, before you can purchase a Power Plan voucher, you have to make certain that you have enough money here in your back office in your current account, which again, this is the current account. Now, if you want to product activation, okay? So the product activation is when you want to activate a voucher. So if you want to see anytime that a voucher has been activated, this is where you would go to be able to see that, okay? Because once the activation occurs, you know, when you're coming up here to buy a power voucher, it's going to give you a set of letters and numbers, okay? And you have to activate it. If you don't activate it, okay, then you can't get the voucher itself. So you would have to activate it once you buy that power voucher because you have enough money in your back office, okay? It's 10 capital letters and it's 8 numbers. So here, so activate power voucher. So if I go under that, you're going to see, actually, my power vouchers. I'm going to show this to you. That's how you would activate the power voucher here. You would put in the 10 capital letters and then the numbers to the right. So voucher number, as you can see, these are the ones that I've already activated. Somebody already purchased them, so you can't use these in any way, shape, or form. So the voucher number, I don't know why they put number here because it's letters. There's 10 capital letters. And then the passcode, which is a part of that voucher, is 8 numbers. So if I come back up here and I say activate power voucher, so let's say that somebody gave me a power voucher. You know, maybe they went on Facebook or they texted over to me and they sent me those 10 capital letters and they sent me the 8 numbers. I would take that. Don't copy and paste it. Type it in and do as exactly as. And so I would type those 10 capital letters here. I would put my 8 numbers here. I would click check code. If there's something wrong with it, then of course it's going to give you this response here in just a second. Invalid voucher number or passcode. If it doesn't, then it's going to take you to the next screen. It's going to say, please activate. It's going to take you through a process. It's really simple. Just follow it all the way through to the end. Once that person activates that voucher, then they will get the coins and they will be at that particular power plant. And I want to point out, guys, that once that occurs, you come back to the dashboard, you will notice that your little icon guy will change color and that those coins will be put into the Power On Program XEC box here, okay? So that's what happens. That's how simple it is, nothing complicated. And so the last part is I want to be able to show you guys where you come in. I'm not going to go under personal team. You'll click on that. It's pretty simple. It has personal information. I don't want to give out people's email addresses, that sort of thing. But if you go under binary team, this is where you want to go to sign somebody up because we have to sign up ourselves manually, each and every person. So on this back area here, it's the binary team. There's a few things. Icons tell you like what color for different plans. This shows you the availability. You know, when you see a circle with a plus in it, okay? And then off to the right here, you actually have my username, the power plan, the sponsor, who sponsored me, the country, how many I have on my left leg, how many I have on my right, and when I actually registered for the company. If you want to look up somebody in your downline, you can click locate member. So if I wanted to locate, there's a guy that I know here, I'll just look him up, click search, because after a while you may end up with hundreds of people down underneath you and you want to search somebody really quick. You can just click search, click the button, it's going to process through, and then boom, instead of me being up here, the person that I asked for is going to be the person up here at the top. If you hover over any of the icons that doesn't have a circle with a plus in it, you can see their username, their rank, who sponsored them, their status, how many are on their left, how many are on the right, and when they signed up. You can do that with each of these people here, very simply done. You're not going to see pluses down underneath here because you have to put this one in before these can pop up, okay? So forth and so on. But let's say, for example, you want to go back to the top. Well, I want to get back to the top. Well, you just click back to the top, okay? And it's really that simple. It brings me back to my original top position, which of course is me, okay? And then let's say that I want the first available bottom left of this person, okay? I would click that and it would take me down to the first available bottom left, which would be here, okay? But let's say I want to go the first available bottom left underneath this person. Well, I would need to click that person first. They would end up coming up to the top, and then I would click first available bottom left for that person, okay? And so forth and so on. You can do it on your right side as well. Now, you can also, again, if I click on this person here, for example, okay, now this person's going to pop up to the top. You're going to notice that their information down here, instead of mine, is going to be here. So this person, of course, has not done anything. They have purchased, but they don't have anybody underneath them. They have not grown their business for whatever reason. Maybe they just got in. It looks like they just got in here about a couple weeks or so ago. But anyhow, so this is some of the features and things that you can do in the back office. But let's say, for example, I wanted to put somebody in and I wanted to place them underneath this person. I would click on any circle with a plus in it, okay? And when I pick that person, this is where I go and sign them up. It tells me, hey, this is where my binary left leg is. Now, that's my binary left leg. So everybody has one left and one right. This is the person that they're going under, but they're not getting signed up with them. They're just going underneath them because that's the person I choose to put them under. As you can see, personal sponsor is right here, okay? You would put in that person's username, whichever they chose. You would put in an email address. You would put in a temporary password twice because it has to be confirmed. You would put in their first and last name, date of birth. You would select the country. And again, for here in the United States, as of right now, you would have to click Canada, and then eventually we will switch that over to the United States. You will also want to put in the person's phone number. Understand, when you pick, we'll just say Austria, it'll automatically switch the number for you here, okay? So for here in the United States or Canada or some of these others, you can see that that number will switch. Armenia. And guys, understand that there are over 100 different countries on here. Some people, some of these countries, I don't even know who they are. But if you click Germany, again, all these, the number will switch over here. So if somebody gives you a number from Germany, make sure you don't, and they started off with 49, you won't need to put that 49 in again, okay? And then you would click Submit. And once you click Submit, then of course, it's going to add that person in, okay? And then if you want, you can come back in here. You can check to see, sorry, did the wrong thing here. Sorry about that. You can actually come to your dashboard and come back up and check like, oh, I just went from 50 to 51. You know, you'll see once they purchase a power plan, depending on which one that they do, you'll see your personal sales go up in volume. And then you'll also, depending on if they're on your left or your right, you will see your group sales go up as well. So guys, for the most part, in a nutshell, that's what we have here in the back office. There are going to be some other changes coming that I've kind of mentioned before, but just stay tuned. Thank you all so much from myself, and hopefully this has been beneficial to you. Thanks so much. Take care, and God bless.